hunters and the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Olave. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Cowboys and the Seahawks, and it's all up next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the... Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week than ever been near in the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Stroud's throw taken in by Palmer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
19 Tiger.
His throw incomplete. The Cowboys at 10-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Olave with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
16 yards right off the bat for a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Stroud to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has a bubbling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Robinson with another carry, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Complete right side to Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Smith-Njigba with the grab. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now Stroud. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 6. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw completed to Hyatt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Able to get this one to McBride. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
No receivers open, so Rue's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had to
take it right down Broadway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those routes, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Ready?
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. A short one here, caught by McBride. Escapes the defender. Still going. They can't stop him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Trey McBride, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now here come the Cowboys. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Cut, ready? Happy Lion. Ready?
Throwing now is Stroud. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle they go. Anthony. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Second
and 10 at their 48-yard.
Stroud out of the gun here. Open man, it's Palmer. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Rolling to his right. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Seahawks 21.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stroud sets up the play action. Hyatt has got it.
Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Again, it's Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer. Touchdown! Trey Palmer, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. He's still on his feet.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
74 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Stroud working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 40 yards. And the Cowboys extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Seahawks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Goes right back to McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to McBride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd and 3. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 6. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Fighting to stay upright. Now he's flushed out left. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Even though that's an incompleted pass, shouldn't we give a whole lot of credit to the offensive line?
Yet again, time in the pocket to throw. Time and time again, we have seen that. You're right, the O-line winning the battle in the trenches. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Throw to the sideline and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right?